Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been quite a long time since I filmed a tutorial for you, so here it is. I'm making this really pretty flower macrame mandala. I really hope you enjoy it. But first off, I just want to remind you that I am selling my own macrame cords now, so here's a selection of some of my favourites. There's 14 colours in total. So here's almond, sweet lilac, sunflower and emerald, and these are all 3mm single twist cords, but I have them in 3-ply available too. So the link will be in the description box. So first up we need 35 lots of 60cm lengths. I'm using 3mm 3-ply cord. This is the natural colour from my macrame cord range. 7 lots of 40cm of 3mm cords. I'm using one 15cm metal hoop. This one I'll have linked in the description. And this is my newest product, a bamboo wire brush, so you can find these ones on my Etsy shop. The link is in the bio, but I'm going to be using this today to brush out the cords and split all the fibres so it makes it nice and fluffy. And of course you'll need some scissors. So let's get started. So grab 5 of your 60cm lengths of cords and we're going to attach these to our hoop using a lark's head knot. Grab one cord, split it in half just like so, and then we're going to take the midway point, so the loop here, and we're going to go through the metal hoop like this, so through the front, from behind, and then we're going to pass the 2 cords through the loop there, just like that, and pull that tight, and that is a lark's head knot. So we're just going to repeat that with the other 4 cords in this first group. So for each semicircle shape you will need 5 cords in total, so there will be 7 semicircle shapes once we've finished. And just like that, they're all attached. So now we're going to be creating our semicircle shape. So I'm just taking the last 2 cords like this. So you can see we've got 3 cords on the left and these cords on the right. So number your cords from 1 to 4. And we're going to be splitting them just like this. So this second cord here, we're going to make it slightly longer than the other cord in that set. This is because it will do the semicircle shape and then it will wrap around the hoop at the end. So it needs to be slightly longer. So we're going to be making double clove hitch knots. Take that second cord over the 3rd and the 4th cord. We're going to bring that 3rd cord up over, just like that, behind and then through the loop. And then we're going to repeat the exact same on the same cord, so up, over, behind and through the loop. So that is 1 double clove hitch knot, and now we're just going to repeat that with the last cord in this group, making sure to repeat it twice to get the double clove hitch knot. Now we need to attach the cord onto the hoop using a lark's head knot, but obviously we can't do it in the normal way, so we're going to do it this other way. So take the cord up and over the hoop like this, and then from behind it will come through that loop. And then pull that tight next to the other cord. And now we're going to pass that cord underneath the hoop and through the middle. And then it will come through this loop that we've created here. And then just pull that tight to the other half of that knot and you'll see it looks exactly the same as a lark's head knot, it's just a different way of creating one. So now we can go ahead and slide in our 3rd cord from the left. And again, we're going to be making the 2nd cord of that group slightly longer. Each time it will be slightly longer than the last one because the semicircle shape will increase. And again, we're taking that 2nd cord and we're going to create a row of double clove hitch knots. So I'm just creating 2 double clove hitch knots here, and then we're going to introduce one of our cords because we have a big gap now and we need to fill it. So I'm grabbing one of my 40cm cords and we're going to attach this in a reverse lark's head knot, or a cow hitch knot sometimes it's called. So taking the midway point underneath the cord now, and then we're going to pass those 2 cords through the loop. Just like that, pull that tight and then slide it to the top. And you'll see it just blends in and looks exactly the same as a double clove hitch knot, so you won't notice it, it will just fill in that gap nicely. And then again we're going to make 2 double clove hitch knots using the last 2 cords and then attach the cord to the hoop using that special lark's head knot method that I showed you before. So up and over the hoop like that, and then from behind through that loop, and then we go underneath the hoop and through the loop from the top. Just like that. So now we can bring in the next cord and again make the second cord ever so slightly longer. And then it's time to bring in the last cord and repeat the exact same steps, and then we have completed the first semicircle shape. So just carry on doing that until you've attached it on the other side. And here's our first semicircle shape complete. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab 5 of our 60cm lengths again and attach them all using the lark's head knot. And just the exact same way as before, I'm going to create the whole semicircle shape, making sure to include one of the 40cm lengths of cord when I get to the second row of double clove hitch knots in order to fill in that gap. So here I am, making sure to add it in the reverse lark's head knot. So this way you don't have to stretch the cords over and there won't be an awkward gap in there, because this will just fill the gap nicely and make everything look nice and neat. So just carry on creating this semicircle shape, and then I'm going to show you how to join the two shapes together. And here's a great tip as well: if you use something heavy to pin down the hoop, it's much easier to create your semicircle shapes. I normally use my laptop or something. So you can see I've got two semicircle shapes now, and I'm just sliding them together, and then we're going to join them together using some rows of double clove hitch knots. So I'm just using the two last cords on the semicircle shape on the left to create a double clove hitch knot going down towards the right. I'm going to do the exact same on the semicircle on the right, so take the first two cords and create one double clove hitch knot going down towards the left. So now you can see I've got these two middle cords here, so we're going to join them together doing a double clove hitch knot. It's up to you if you do it towards the right or the left. I'm going to do it towards the right because that's just my preference. But whatever direction you choose, make sure to repeat that with the whole semicircle shape so it all looks nice and neat. So now I'm bringing in the next cord from the semicircle shape. So now we've got 6 cords, 3 from each side. Taking that cord, and we're going to create a row of 2 double clove hitch knots now going down towards the right, making sure that it's snug up against that first row that we created. And then I'm repeating that exact same process on the semicircle shape on the right. And then again joining the two together by doing a double clove hitch knot going towards the right. Just like that. So that is the exact process that you'll need to join all the semicircle shapes together. So now it's just a case of repeating it all until you have 7 semicircle shapes in total, and they're all joined together using those 2 rows of double clove hitch knots. So you should use up all of your 60cm cords and all of the rest of the 40cm cords in doing this. And here's the finished product. So I have 7 semicircles in total, and they're all joined together. Now it's time to take your scissors and give it a quick trim. This is not going to be the final trim, this is just to get some of the bulky length off, so it's a bit easier. So I'm just going to do mine to about 3 centimeters long, but it's entirely up to you. You could do it longer, you could do it shorter. Whatever you fancy is what you should do. So just carry on going around the whole mandala. And now that's complete, I'm going to grab my bamboo brush, and you'll see how quickly and easily it will just run through all of the cords and split them apart. And then also make sure to flip the mandala over as well and brush it from behind. Sometimes there's some cords that get caught up. So now everything is brushed out, I'm going to give it a final trim with my scissors just to make it nice and neat. Just like that. So now you can either hang it up on your wall using the gap that's in between these 2 rows here, just stick a nail through that and that will hide it quite nicely. Or you can take one of your leftover cords, pass it through the little gap left there and then tie it in a knot and hang it up using that. But I don't like to do that, I just like to hang it up from whatever gap I can find. And that's the mandala complete. I really hope you enjoy this pattern. It's quite different. Normally you see macrame mandalas that are very triangular in shape. I have made a couple of them, I really like them, but I do really like this softer semicircle shape. And I love that it looks like a flower at the end of it as well. I hope you can see a flower anyway, I can. So of course you can make this out of any colours. You could even do 2 colours per semicircle or something just to mix it up a bit. I really hope you enjoy this macrame mandala tutorial, and if you make it, please be sure to share it and tag me on Instagram at lunacraftsonline, because I'd really love to see it and share it. And if you could subscribe, like or comment, that'd really help me out and make my day, and I really hope you have a lovely week. Bye!